morning or good afternoon, Joseph McNeil. My name is Joella Joyce, and this is Kaylee Claros. Today we are here at the Joseph A. McNeil PYP IB 6th grade exhibition. Today we are going to be asking community members, students, and staff about what they liked about the exhibition, why they chose to do their project, and what they liked most.
My name is Corinne.
Jaylene. Abigail.
All right, so what was your motivation or your inspiration to do the topic that you did today?
Because we thought it was a fun idea. And there's a lot of different topics about depression, so there's a lot of research and stuff, so we thought to pick that. That's in my opinion.
I think we picked this topic because we can help people if they don't know that they have depression. They can learn more about it. That's it.
So I choose depression because some of my family members got depression. So I just want to know more about it.
So what impact do you want people to have when they are looking at your board, reading it, and asking questions?
Like, they do all this work and stuff that they put so much information in. I want them to learn more about depression and see if they have it. If they do, to maybe try and help them with it.
So, when people come up to your stand or your table, are there any questions that you think they might ask, and would you have the answer to it?
What is depression? How can depression be caused?
Or how does it feel like when you have depression?
So, would you like to give us a summary or a walkthrough of your board?
Okay. So, we're gonna go there. This is our 20th theme, and this is our key question. Some of our key questions are: what is the meaning of depression? How can depression affect you? How do people feel when they are depressed? So,
this morning, but probably the connection. You're good.
So, depression is a feeling of sadness can interfere your daily life. How do you think? And how do you act? And next one is some cause of depression is abuse, such as physical, sexual, or emotional, can make you vulnerable, and it's also depend on your age.
I'm good. I want to ask you a few questions about the exhibition.
Sure.
So, right now, very hard to check the screen. What was the thing that you learned? Have you learned anything?
Yes, I was so interested in finding out that one of the young men over here was looking at universal health care. I was surprised that somebody this young would be interested in doing something like that. Somebody my age is always worried about health care. But he was talking about how important it is to have health care for everybody in the nation. So I think somewhere along the line, that's what he's going to do for the rest of his life and work towards that.
So, of all the projects that you have seen right now, which one inspired you more, and which one you like so far?
You know, one of the things that inspired me was the young lady over here who was working on suicide. It's very scary for me to see young people who want to take their lives. There's so much to live through. These two young ladies are in fact coming up with some very good ideas and ways in which we can prevent suicide among young people.
So do you have a favorite board right now?
You know, I've only gone through half of them, so I think I would like to see the rest of them before I have to make that decision.
Thank you, and we're going to talk about yes, thank you. So I wanted to ask you a question from earlier. Why did you choose this topic, and what inspired you to choose it?
I chose this topic because I have seen many people they do suicide to fix their problems, but it really doesn't fix anything, and it worsens their problems. So I'm here I just want people to stop committing suicide.
And I chose this topic because I feel that not many people are doing anything about suicide. and not many people know why people commit suicide. So, like, I feel like that it needs to be stopped and it needs to be bringing out to the world.
Thank you. So I want to ask you if you want to give us a little tour or a little, just show us a little bit of your project.
So our transdisciplinary theme is,
Who we are,
our central idea is
suicide impacts relationships and causes major transformation in people's lives. Suicide is becoming a worldwide problem. Many people are losing their lives because of suicide.
for our introduction we have
Suicide is the act of intentionally taking your own life. Many families and communities are affected by this, and it causes grief, and it leaves them feeling guilty and responsible. Suicide needs to be stopped.
we have 3 key concepts over here. We have causation, connection, and change. Our first key concept is change, and our inquiry is an inquiry of how suicide changed the lives of people. Well, it changed the lives of people because they have died. So many people have died, and they changed their habits in eating, sleeping, and other activities. Our other key concept is connection, and an inquiry how suicide is connected to cyberbullying, mental illness, LGBTQ. It's connected to LGBTQ because they might not get supported, they might get bullied, so they commit suicide. People that get cyberbullied, they cannot find a way to cope and that protect them suffering. And people who has mental illness, they might have a disorder which causes them to commit suicide. And causation is our third key concept, and it's
Our third key concept is causation, and inquiry into what causes people to commit suicide. Some things that causes people to do suicide. The stressful life events such as problems at school, a breakup with a boyfriend or girlfriend, the death of a loved one, a divorce, or a major family conflict. They also might have depression, mental illness, or anxiety, and it might feel like a burden to others.
for our action to fix suicide and to stop suicide is to organize a self-help group for victims of suicide.
Create a video to inform people about suicide and how it's become a big problem.
Organize an event.
Or write a persuasive letter to an official.